Utah's 1-0 win over Cuba. Hedges bypassing midfield. Cameron strong in the air. Here's Hernandez. Wonderful header from him to knock it into space to Zach Lloyd down. 54th minute. Leyva. Jackson. Still Jackson. Sealy. Houston has got a ton of orange shirts behind the ball now. Castillo, the 19-year-old, will work a 1-2. Probably should have got it over initially with his left foot. But Castillo strips Colin Clark and wins it back. Cameron will one-time it out. Nice firm ball to Bruin. Big tackle from Pertus. Bruin. Davis.
Just a little off on that final pass today for Houston.
Jackson now with vigor. Plays it wide. Sealy's wide now. Will stand on it. To Zach Lloyd. 8 behind the ball for the Dynamo. Cross is whipped in. Taylor's going to win it. It's going to be tough to beat Houston in the air without Blas Perez today for FC Dallas in the lineup.
Tell you what, though, you got to like the attacking mentality of Dallas right now.
Boy, nearly. Jackson trying the spectacular layoff.
They're sending Zach Lloyd at the right side. Benitez is getting in on the left. Outside backs.
Jackson's playing more central now. I mean, he's played as a defender, a midfielder, and as a striker for FC Dallas.
Jackson's just been floating all across that front line. Oh, to have the leisure to do that, right? I begged for that for 20 years.
Yeah, I wasn't one of those players either. Davis with a nice diagonal run from Ash. He's got players in the box. Ching and Bruin are in there. Corey Ash tries to work a 1-2, broken up. And Jackson's going to try to fly out of here like he was shot out of a cannon. Jackson has done some unbelievable running here today. Castillo's got to do something with this. Fabian Castillo trying to line his right foot up, broken up by Boswell. Touch was too long. Clark now has been very open, up and down. Entertaining game here in Houston, Texas. And again, we remind you, FC Dallas, of the 25 goals they have conceded this year, only 5 have come in the first half, 20 have come in the second. We asked Shellis Hyman about that. He says it's not fitness. We've tested these guys. They've got to put in full 90 minutes today. Here's Ching. Still fighting his way through it. Him and Hernandez, two MLS veterans. The power of Davis is pulled wide. About the area he scored the first ever goal here at BBVA Compass Stadium against DC United.
We've all seen him score from that distance as well. He can light it up from outside.
Shellis Hyman going to the bench. Andrew Wiedemann comes on. Off. Goes Brian Leyva. And there's that statistic we just referenced. Goals allowed by FC Dallas under Shellis Hyman. Interesting story, Shellis Hyman. 24 years at SMU. He's a 10th degree black belt. Jackson working his way in. Sealy, left-footed shot is blocked by Taylor to tie it, and it's all tied up. It is Jackson. He has pushed the envelope here tonight. His efforts have paid off. He has tied it up. His first goal of the year as FC Dallas fans go wild.
Boy, does he deserve that after the performance he's put on here tonight. Busy, active, follows it through. Sealy trying to get something out of it, and Jackson just staying with it. A lot of people would duck out of that. He stays. finish.
They went right through the heart of the Houston defense. He has done running for 3 men here today. He has been a constant nuisance. He's been earning free kicks.
And he has caused some real problems for that back line for Houston, because he's been all over the place too. He's been on the left, he's been on the right, centrally, but he has time and again tonight threaded through that veteran duo of center backs in Cameron and Bobby Boswell.
Boy, it is game on now. And for a team like FC Dallas, who's winless in 9, a result, a win over your rivals could be just the potion to lift the confidence of a team that is very much depleted with a number of star players. Breck Shea, Davide Ferreira, Blas Perez. Their 2 starting center backs out as well. Ugo Ehemelu, their captain. George John, who went on loan to West Ham. And here is more from Jackson. He is feeling it. And this time the delivery not there. Goal kick to the Dynamo now, who have to find a way back in this game, Julie. How do they sort of wrestle this back and put their arms around this game now?
Well, they need to get a hold of the ball. A bit atypical of Houston in that they haven't created any type of rhythm tonight, and especially no rhythm between the midfield and the front two. May see a change up top to try and bring some pace in up top. Maybe a Kanji coming in.
Good point. Nat Kanji had the lone Dynamo goal in the 3-1 loss at Vancouver.
There's nothing that's stretching that back line for Dallas, so they're able to press up because they know they can stay with them pace-wise.
Well, and the Dynamo were hoping with their designated player to get a little bit more defense stretching play out of their DP that has been signed, Honduran Oscar Boniek Garcia. Here's Brian Ching now. He's got Bruin inside. Ching with his head up, feet of Bruin. Javon Watson picks out Davis. Tremendous control from Brad Davis. Boy, what a thing of beauty that was. Ash whips at the cross. Bruin's in there. Pertus got a head on him. Castillo. Javon Watson. Strong game for this Jamaican international, who at times was maligned by Dynamo fans. We are in Houston, Texas, BBVA Compass Stadium. This is the MLS Game of the Week on ESPN. Glenn Davis alongside former U.S. Women's National Team member Julie Foudy. Monica Gonzalez, the 3rd member of our team. The Dynamo and FC Dallas tied at 1. Will Bruin in the 3rd for Houston. And in the second half early, the response coming from FC Dallas and Jackson. Something happens here off the ball. Now Jair Marufo is coming over here to talk to a linesman. Colin Clark is the man down. There is a red card being issued to Jair Benitez. And things getting a little bit loose here now. Taylor and Hernandez in the middle of it. Benitez is going to get sent off with a very self-inflicted mistake here.
And this is the silliness that has killed Dallas this year. They finally pull out of the hole. So unnecessary for this to happen. And it's time and time again for Dallas, the suspensions. And here it is. Let's see this. Watch Benitez on Colin Clark here. Pulling an elbow, not necessary. And the red card follows. But we've seen it all season, haven't we, Glenn, from them?
Yeah, and Benitez, prior to that, in front of the Dynamo bench, was losing it a little bit, and this is not what you expect from a 33-year-old. And you could say, oh, you know, maybe it was embellished, whatever. You don't put a hand up in a guy's face in front of a linesman at this point of a game that you just worked so hard to come back and equalize it.
Yeah, exactly. And as a player, I would want to take him by the neck and be like, really? Look what now you've just created when we finally had some hope.
Yeah. 33-year-old veteran from Colombia. It's a letdown. Davis in a prime position. Off the free kick. Hartman with a save at the near post. So the Houston Dynamo now have an opportunity with a man advantage here to wrestle this game back from FC Dallas.
And you can see Hartman trying to lead with his voice. He comes out fiery there. Keeping him in the game, something he's tried to do all season.
Long throw in. Hedges will get up.
So it looks, for the time being, that they have Jackson at right back. So your most dangerous threat for Dallas is now your right back. And Glenn, where Dallas sits in the standings right now with how many points they need, they can't get away with just a draw. They need 3 points, really, to make a run.
Yeah, Schellas Hyndman told us when we spoke to him before this game, they need 47 points, he has calculated, to get into the playoffs. With 19 games left. Here's Colin Clark now. Javon Watson gets there first. Moffitt. Davis. Bruin. Ash is in. They've released him. Change shot to save Harvard. Second chance. Ball cleared off the line. From Bruin. He's claiming goal. Won't count. Cleared. That time by Jacobson, who threw himself in the air. Houston broke down FC Dallas wonderfully. Here's Ash again now. Driving to the end line. Chopped down outside the box. It'll be a free kick. Castillo being forced to defend. Not his strength. He will pick up a yellow.
And look how that pendulum has swung. What a save. Double save by Hartman. The quick cat-like reflexes to get that second save in, to get up and have the presence there, to just get enough on it to allow Jackson to come and clear it off that line. Brilliant play.
Incredible view there of all the action in and around the goal. Kevin Hartman, El Gato, coming up with 2 huge saves.
And Jackson, give him credit. He did well to cover for him. Coming back.
So now Carlos Rodriguez, and there is the man of the hour for FC Dallas, Jackson. Carlos Rodriguez is coming on for FC Dallas after those wonderful saves from Kevin Hartman. Castillo, the 19-year-old, off.
And this is a move clearly to bring Rodriguez in on the back line there to free up Jackson to get forward more.
Panamanian international Rodriguez.